Good morning, it's another day. This morning while we packed up, it wasn't raining, so it was great. I left camp at 7:23, but it's starting to drizzle again, so I'm having to use the GoPro today. We'll see if I can pull out the normal camera, but today we're gonna go about 26 miles, I hope, leaving at 7:23, and not having had my bathroom break yet either. But I don't know if I'll get there. It'll be dark by the time I get there. We'll see. I'll just have to push all afternoon. I put dry socks on, but my shoes and my insoles are still wet. If it quits raining, maybe they'd actually dry out. But last night was pretty cold. I'd say it was low 40s. It was very cold for a while. I was partially tempted to pull my puffy out and put it over me, but I didn't have to. Crazy weather up here. I'll talk to you later. You don't see these too often on the PCT. You see like walls, but it's an attempt at a primitive debris shelter. You got a bunch of boughs there. It's not very flat or anything. I guess an animal could live there if they want. But they need a lot more material to block out the water, that's for sure. Still, someone put up a lot of effort piling all this up. Weird. Wonder why they did it right on the trail. By the way, this is what today looks like. Not much different from yesterday. We actually went up since our last camp spot at Pear Lake, so we're still up in the clouds. We should be heading down now, and it's going to be a while before we get down below the clouds. If we do at all. Well, this is today. This is the second time I fell for it. But these corn lilies, or veratrums, they're all yellow, so when you're further away, out of the corner of your eye, you just see this yellow and you think, the sun's out! But then you look and you go, oh, they're those things. Can't eat them or anything, they're just yellow. Everywhere, trickery! I'll probably fall for it a few more times. Lake Salion. Looks like a light blue, hard to see much. Clouds. We are pretty high up. We are entering the Glacier Peak Wilderness. I think this might be one of the last wildernesses we go through. I can't remember. This could be it. I don't know. We've still got over 100 miles to go, under 200. Look at the clouds rolling in. You can't see what's on the other side at all. This is me at the umbrella, but look over here. 2,500. That means 152 to go, plus a little extra for reroutes. So maybe 170 to go. Only 170 to go, and this is me. This is pretty much how I've been all day. I actually really like this umbrella because it keeps the rain going on the back side of the pack, so it doesn't fall in the middle. Left arm gets wet, of course. And if you could see, the right arm is nice and dry. But 2,500, guys. That is probably the brightest rainbow I have ever seen. I mean, it's close, but it was bright earlier, but yeah, on the camera it looks really bright too. It's amazingly bright. And to the right of it, clouds are blowing in. And there's sun over there. Way over there. And over here, clouds are blowing in. And we're gonna go up. But look at that. That is just an amazing rainbow. This mud is no joke. I felt slippery mud before, but I slid so far and I fell that way, and then I stood up and I slipped and fell that way. My right knee got in the mud, so I'm gonna have to wash that off, but this mud is, whew, watch out. Good morning. I'm just putting on my nice wet socks, cold wet socks on my feet, and into my nice wet muddy shoes from the Joyous yesterday we had. That one is bad. This is not as bad. But for the first time in I don't know how many nights, it didn't rain last night. A little patch of blue over there. So, and someone said his watch's barometer was showing the pressures going up. So today might be a good day. Today might be a good day. Good morning. I got my muddy shoes on. I'm walking. Look at this spot. There's a drop off right here, and look at all the slide marks. Oh my gosh. A lot of people had a hard time going through here. But it should be better now. It's a lot harder than it was last night. Last night it was just saturated, muddy, slippery. See all the slides? Crazy. Nice waterfall and nice milky water. Glacier melt there. Really milky. Look at that water coming down. That thing's I'd be ice cold. So I'm going. Look at those rocks right there too. It's beautiful right here. I'm on a bridge, by the way. And you can really see how milky it is down there. We just came out into this open. All these rocks here. But look over there. Blue skies. And we're heading that way. Our Washington Trail is normally like this in September. This little water is nothing compared to what I just walked past. But look at all that mud. Boy, it's gonna take a while to get my miles today. Look at that view, and look up above. That's a lot of blue sky. That's the most blue sky I've seen in a long time. Look, sun. I didn't see any yesterday. I saw some the day before. Although it was raining the whole time it was out, which was only for a few minutes. But today, it's sunny, and there's tons of sun everywhere. And it's not raining. It's gonna be a good day. Back along the trail, there seems to be non-stop logs for one segment here. They're old logs. I don't know if anybody ever mentioned that before. And there's more. There's more. Some are hard to get over, but and then today it's complicated because of all the rains in the last few days. Got tons of water going around too. Witness the trail in all its glory. I actually made it through some of the thick brush already, but look at this mud, rocks, water on the trail. Oh yeah, no brush here. I turned the camera on at the right time. Nope. More water, more mud. Look at all this mud. And it's not mud. It's water. And then we're stuck in these plants, probably going half a mile an hour. And this, I was gonna try to make 25 today, but I don't know if I can make it. If it's gonna be like this for so much. Oh gosh. Plants are murder. Oh, it's this bridge. I've seen it in so many people's videos. Here it is. Look at that backdrop. Well, I guess today isn't as good as I thought. It's raining again. Come on, son. Come on. It's raining pretty hard right now, so I'm just hiding underneath a bunch of trees, eating a Cliff Bar. Curry cake. But I can't pull my umbrella out, too, because, I mean, look at this. Look how thick it is. Brush is really thick. And it's really raining now. Give it a few more minutes. It'll slow down. Just gonna stay in here. It's either I go when I get cold or when the rain slows down. One or the other. That is a big tree. Looks like a couple trees in the way. I guess people go right and go over it. Oh, so many trees. Northern Washington is making us really earn it. Oh man, look at all that mud too. Tough one. I'm not sure why I stopped recording right here. I should have recorded myself going over this and slipping and falling like usual. But I missed it. 176 days of this and I'm still a novice at vlogging. I still haven't even started that 1,000-foot climb. It's raining. There's a lot of brush. I'm cold. Do smart people usually just set up their tent and hunker down? I don't know. This rain is just on and off, but today it's a lot colder, I think, with the rain. And with the brush constantly in on the trail, you just get soaked from all the wet leaves. And we constantly have to climb over trees. It's crazy. It's someone said that the section from Snoqualmie to Stevens Pass was tough. They haven't hiked this section yet. This is craziness. And the hard part is also, like, if you're on the left side of the hill like this, the brush is always on the right, and it's like it's always trying to push you off the left side. And then the trail's giving out on the left. It's crazy out here. Over this thing was horrible. And look at the climb down. Look at that mud. It's been raining for a couple hours non-stop, pretty hard. And with all this mud, and this trail is so poorly maintained. This is probably the hardest part of the entire PCT. Last 150 miles. I'm up on this grassy area, only because it's not muddy. Looks like other people try to go That way beats that mudslide. Is it still called glissading if you slide down the mud? Oh man. Hey Mr. Marmot, you look wet. You got a red tail. Hi. Nice seeing ya. You guys have such cute little faces. Optical zoom. Look at those cute little face. Scratch yourself. Yeah. I should probably get going. It's just standing here watching you, huh? You are chunky. I wish I had like fur like you. I'm kind of cold. Alright, bye-bye. PCT this way. Got this lake. Yep, it's raining again. We're down the hill. I'm probably about 13 miles in for today, maybe 14. And I'm ready to be finished and get in the sleeping bag and try to dry off and hope tomorrow's better. My feet have been waterlogged all day again, so they're quite tender now. I was talking to another hiker, and she said her sleeping gear is wet. That's a tough one. Wow, this lake's beautiful. Look at that rim there. Man, I wish I could see it better, you know? Well, sorry folks, this is the best view I got for you. Check that out down there. It looks like people wanted to camp up here really badly. They stacked tons of rocks to block the wind. I guess if you cowboy camp, you'd be safe. But that is a lot of rocks. Good work, guys. It doesn't do much against the rain, though. Oh well. Here's a typical log. They usually just cut out little footholds. They actually cut out a good chunk for this one. Makes it a lot easier. This should be called Tree Trail due to all the trees on the trail. This is the outlet for Mica Lake. It's pretty well flowing. Look at this giant boulder here. It actually provides cover from the rain right there for a little bit. There's a dry spot in the boulder. Do you see it? Right there. Down into pretty waterfalls, and we're still 3 miles from the site I didn't really want to go to, but I have to go to because I'm drenched and my feet are sore. But there's only 3 sites there, and there's 8 people in front of me that I've seen while I was coming down. Yipes! Up above I saw what didn't look like a trail, but looks like people were taking it. And I just kept going with the switchbacks, but this is what the switchback comes down to. So, impassable. It's all the way up that tree. I'm going to go back up and try to slide down that other path and not fall and get across this. Bummer. No wonder all the brush here is grown in. It's a trail up there. You can either go underneath it and walk through a ton of mud or slide down. I bet when it isn't raining for a week straight that you can make it down. But this trail. I'm checking the Garmin for the weather. It does not look good. 10% now, but it's raining. Saturday, during the day it's going to be worse. 40-50%. And then Sunday, 70%. Looks like it's not going to stop raining until Monday. afternoon, maybe. Not good. Friday at 6, that's when it's gonna stop raining. Friday. Let's finish day, or the day before. Good morning here from Milky Creek, and if you look up, what is that? My camera's freaking out. It's more blue sky than clouds. Hard to believe. InReach said it was going to rain again today, but gotta push while the weather's good, right? So across the bridge we go, and up. Look over there. Past those blue skies anyway. That's all fresh snow. You can tell because the snow's not chunked up on the left there. It's kind of scattered. It means fresh snow hasn't melted. That's a lot of snow up there. Hope we're not going that way. I'm pretty sure we're not. But... And look, you can see the sun on the right side of there. Come on, clouds, go away. This is what I meant by the cutouts. So you can actually put your foot right there and just climb over. Nice and easy. Finally at the top. Look at these views. Well, the top itself doesn't have so much views. You gotta kind of wander up a side trail a little. But man, beautiful. Look how blue that is. Look at these views. What is that white thing in the middle? Look at that. Look at that valley down below. It's amazing in those clouds. There's a mountain with some snow, but look over here. You can just barely make out the top of it. Look at all that snow up there. That's fresh snow. That is a lot of snow. We gotta finish before that comes down to us. We'll be in trouble. Finally, it's just non-stop good views up here. Look at that ridge. Tons of snow, clouds. Some stormy looking, it looks like. It's beautiful. Finally. The Great Suwaddle River Bridge. I think that's how you pronounce it. There's actually a lot of discussion on gut hooks about 3 miles back, taking the old PCT route, which makes you ford it or climb over a log. I don't know why there's a discussion. The PCT is right here. But like I said before, some people just really hate the PCT. And they take every opportunity to skip it they can. Ah, look down there. Really flowing. Oh wow, it is a river. Glacial melt too. That's a full-on river, all right. Look at all the rocks in there. Wow. Yeah, look at all the rocks. If you go down there, you're gonna get knocked around pretty hard. It's icy cold too, I'm sure. It's all glacial melt. But here we go. I have about 8.5 to the day. Unfortunately, the whole 8.5 is up, but that's gonna be my day, and then hopefully tomorrow by 4:30 we can get to Holden Village. We'll see. I walked over this guy and then I was like, wait a minute, I gotta get a better look at this thing. Oregon had green slugs. Washington has cream colored? Look at that. What is that? Why is there a hole in its side? Did a parasite do it? Look at the little antennas. Oh, he pulled them in. He's so slow. What's with the hole? Oh, he's pulling him out again. Guess I scared him. What's with that hole? Does anybody know what that hole's for? There's like a little notch. Well, it's a branch. Oh, it'll have to do. I have my umbrella up, and this looks interesting. Over, under, over, under. Looks like over. Under would be hard, especially with the umbrella. Looks like people can grab down to this a lot. I'm stepping here. Oh yeah, not too bad. Oh, it's some good traction here, actually. Down. Oh, another log. Fortunately, today there hasn't been too many of those. Yesterday was insanity with the mud and all, but today not too bad. I think I'm about 0.8 away from the campsite. Miller Creek, Minor Creek, something like that. Minor Creek, I think.